Welcome, I'm Carolyn Hart. What makes a community smart? Earlier this year, the Windsor-Essex region was rated among the world's top 7 most intelligent communities in the world. This is no small accomplishment, as some of the world's most prestigious communities, such as Stockholm, Sweden, Glasgow, Scotland, Seoul, South Korea, and closer to home, Waterloo, Ontario, have all participated in this competition in previous years. So what exactly is a smart community, and who is the Intelligent Community Forum? Created 10 years ago, the ICF is an organization that studies economic and social development and how technology is used to benefit its people. A group of prestigious analysts representing 3 universities in Canada, the US, and Tokyo perform a rigorous analysis on information submitted by nominees and evaluate them on 5 main areas, including a region's overall broadband connectivity, knowledgeable workforce, digital inclusion, innovation, and marketing and advocacy. Being named one of the world's top 7 has thrust our community into the world spotlight. Today, we're going to highlight some of the stories within our region that make us truly intelligent. Up first, we have a story of success that embodies collaboration. When GPSnet set out to change the trucking world, they had a rather unique idea: to take a group of competing companies and share similar business issues and get them to make more money by selling one another's products. But as you'll see, that was only just the beginning.
Stuart Sutton was working at a local trucking company when he realized the manual processes being used could be automated through a web-based solution. That would allow trucking companies to communicate and share each other's resources. Stuart shares how it all began.
Selectus started this way. We needed to get a group of companies together to work in a trusted network environment. And it's not easy to do, because these people would have to allow their competitors to run freight for them. So it was very difficult for someone to say, I will take my best customer and allow you, my competitor, to run that freight for me. So what we did is we got a group of trucking companies in a room, about 20 trucking companies. We said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to build a network where you can share your resources with everybody else in the network. You have 2 resources, trucks and customers or shipments. And at the end of the day, you've got trucks you can't move because there's no freight in that area. At the end of the day, you've got customers you couldn't serve because you didn't have trucks in the right place at the right time. But if you shared your resources, you could say yes to your customers more often and keep your trucks moving with paying freight. Then we built this great dispatch technology solution to help them run their business. So not only could they share trucks and loads, but they could also run their entire business off the system. So once we established a trusted network, it started to grow. It grew itself. Because as people started to use the network, they realized they could make more money by working with people rather than working by themselves. And the more people that they brought into the network, the more opportunities they had. The more other loads were brought into the network, the more fleet capacity was brought into the network, and the network just started to grow by itself, by word of mouth. Let it belong to this GPSnet Selectus network, because if you do, I'll do business with you. I trust you, I've done business with you before, but it's easier on the network. If I have a load that's picking up in Miami going to Milwaukee, and I don't have a truck in Miami, and I've never had a truck in Miami, I can reach out to the network and I can find a truck, contact that company that owns the truck, negotiate the use of that truck, and then from my system I can push a button, they'll take a copy of that order and dump it into my competitor's database. My competitor will then dispatch that load out to the truck. As the truck moves down the road, that truck location information will go from the truck to my competitor's database back to me in real time. So that virtual fleet concept allows me to reach out and instead of being a 20 truck operation in, say, Tennessee or Ontario, I'm really a 10,000 or 11,000 truck operation operating North America wide.
Windsor-Essex companies are creating, producing, and developing some of the most sophisticated products in the world. In this next story, we discover Windsor's connection to London, England's Canary Wharf, how we've made KFC chicken look more tasty, and how our community is not only helping to build cars, but also sell them.
Wireless Ronin Technologies is a full-service digital signage company specializing in interactive content. Their solutions can be found in automotive, food service, and retail for some of the largest brands in the world. Alan Budabar, Senior Vice President of Content Engineering, explains their technology.
Digital signage is a form of technology that allows us to manage a network of LCD panels and touchscreen systems, and it allows us to control not only the grouping of monitors within the network, but also the distribution of content to that network. So we are creating content right here in Windsor using our creative team and our design team. We're working with our clients, collaborating on content strategy, design strategy, the brand strategy, and the promotional strategy, developing content, and then distributing that content through a digital signage network to touchscreen systems and LCD panels. That content can take the form of menu boards in food services. It can take the form of touchscreen sales support systems in a retail environment, and a variety of promotional activity as well in retail. Today we're working with mobile devices and tablet devices and monitors and touchscreens. 10, 15 years ago was obviously a much different playing field. So in order to stay on top of those technologies, we need a very strong team of technical experts and developers that are working from an R&D perspective and a development perspective. The other side of it is the creative team that is highly focused on the brand experience and capturing that key message from a brand perspective and delivering that effectively through the medium. Our recruiting efforts are for the most part focused right here in Windsor. We've had a tremendous amount of success leveraging students from the community college, St. Clair College, and the University of Windsor. And from times we have done global recruiting as well, but we really have had tremendous success with local talent. The needs and the skills that have been required to see this company grow, for the most part, have been founded right here in this community. So the good news for us is we have not needed to relocate. The community has evolved with us. We've been very entrenched in this community over time and been able to leverage the talent and skills that are right here in Windsor. Thomson Reuters is a client we've had for some time. We're in 50 countries with Thomson Reuters, which really speaks to our capability to handle multilingual global solutions. But we're distributing news and information for Thomson Reuters. That's their primary business. And the integrity of that data, the integrity of that news, the demand for that to be very reliable is key for them. So distributing news and information to displays around the world for Thomson Reuters is key. And a primary example of that is the work we're doing in London in the Canary Wharf with a large jumbotron there. Broadband is very important, actually. We have a lot of the content that's being distributed to our systems are high-definition, rich media content. The need to be able to change a file, change an image, change a graphic, and download that fairly instantaneously is key. KFC, we have products that are only available in certain cities or in certain regions. So with digital menu boards, now we have the ability to select, based on region and location, the promotions that are featured within the system itself.